Hello friends, welcome back to the second video of digital marketing. In this video, we would be covering the evolution and growth of digital marketing. So let's begin with the PPT. So how has digital marketing evolved? If we remember years back, there was a supercomputer made by scientists a huge that was of a huge size, almost like that of a room, right? So gradually the technologies evolved. Gradually the sizes of the computer started getting smaller, but the technology started becoming larger, bigger and better. So from traditional to modern marketing, the rise of internet has been steep. So in somewhere between 1980s and 1990s, the dot-com era came. So in this dot-com era, there were different websites, few search engine that picked up the pace. .net was something that was very famous at that time. So gradually different languages started. Then there was a post-dot-com era wherein there are different businesses that came onto internet models. They started selling few products online. So from e-businesses to e-commerce. So first, initially, the websites itself were selling the products, but then became companies as an e-commerce came in business. And then last, the digital and the next big wave in the marketing came with different social media platforms, different websites, which were of course there. Even in terms of search engines, started doing SEO, search engine optimization, search engine marketing. So these are the few the few stages of evolution in terms of digital marketing. Now let us see how digital marketing gets its boost, right? So first and foremost, if internet wouldn't be there, if the connectivity wouldn't be there, the buzz of internet digital marketing would not be great. So what are the number of internet users in India from 2015 to 2023 is shown here in this slide. So if you see, in 2015 there were 259 users. Yeah, so 259 users in millions. And if you see in the current year 2020, there are almost 564.5 million users, right? So this is how the digital marketing is getting boost, because gradually over the period of time, as year passes, there are higher number of internet users. There are better platform, there is better infrastructure for the usage of internet and digital marketing. So all these things makes easy for the consumers, businesses and the society to get optimum out of digital marketing. Now, as in the year 2018, so since India and China are the two largely populated country, obviously China is the first country with the highest number of internet users, followed by India. The same thing remains in 2019 also, and in 2020 also. So China is the leading country, followed by India. Now, as per Jan 2019, what are the most active social media platforms? So now this social media platforms might change according to the social class, according to the states, according to the gender, according to the age group. But by far, according to the internet users, Facebook and the YouTube are the two most used social media platforms in terms of social network, followed by WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is the messenger. right? Though it is a social media platform, but like Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp is also a messenger. So that's the third most used, and then followed by Instagram. Now, when you talk about Facebook and Instagram, yeah, as we have talked in our classes also, Instagram is more used by the youngsters. So now, what's the origin and history of digital marketing? So we all currently see Google, we see Yahoo as a search engine, we know Bing as a search engine, right? So these search engines we are aware of, but the first search engine of the world was Archie, right? Um, then came Yahoo, right? Alexa. So Alexa, used by Google, was earlier a part of search engine, right? So gradually the things started, came in LinkedIn, then there was WordPress, then there was Google, which became public in terms of 2004. Facebook came, Gmail came. Okay, by the way, the question arises over here that which was the first social media platform? Was it Facebook? Think of it. Okay, so moving ahead, then was the YouTube as a video sharing social media platform. Twitter came in, Amazon in terms of e-commerce. Okay, when it comes to e-commerce, is the Amazon pioneer in terms of e-commerce? Think of it. Then came in Tumblr in 2007. 2010, WhatsApp came, which took a pace. We have seen Snapchat coming in, lot of things going haywire with the Snapchat too, right? Because of one simple comment. So there is digital marketing. There are a lot of uh, pros or positive sides of digital marketing. But at the same time, digital disruption, like when I'm recording a session, when I'm generating online videos as a session to help you all. At the same time, you might hear to some different noises as a part of digital disruption. So yeah, there are a lot of digital disruption. Also, there's huge amount of information overload. There's huge amount of clutter, confusion online. So higher the amount of information you get, um, difficult it becomes to process all that information and generate a solution out of it. Yeah, at times it is boon, at times it is curse. So for that, you also have to get what? Other than disruption, you also have to get digital. You have to curb your usage of digital, right? So yes, you need to know your screen time. You need to know your amount of usage, the information overload that you want to take, right? So yeah, all that things apart. So this is the origin and the history of digital marketing. This was how Archie as the first search engine used to look like. Okay, these are different search engines. Okay, since 2015 to 2018, how has internet and digital things grown in the country? So this is the brief data about it. We would discuss it in detail. We have already discussed it in detail in the classroom. So, and this is the usage of social network. Now, if I'm talking about the current usage and growth of digital marketing in India, so digital marketing saw a huge rise in 2019 in comparison to 2018, right? So there was almost higher than 20% of rise in the usage. In 2020 also, it saw a greater rise in comparison to 2019. Now the spends that rised in comparison, so the social media saw the highest rise by 28% in the year 2019, and it is expected to grow to almost 30 and more percent in 2020. The paid searches. So paid searches as in social search engine advertising or search engine marketing grew by 23%. Online video, suppose in form of YouTube, grew by 22%, and display media grew by 21%. So the rise of digital marketing is being great. It is being steep. It is multifold. And if I'm talking about the current situation of COVID-19, where we have seen 3 phases of lockdown, businesses were shut, obviously marketing and the supply chain was affected a little bit, but amongst this, the traditional marketing got affected, but the rise of digital marketing was tremendous and humongous. There were most of the brands that communicated, that transferred their communication to online medium, social media, paid ads, paid searches, online videos, display media. So all this got a boost in this lockdown period. The biggest spenders on the digital medium are BFSI, which stands for banking, financial services, and insurance. So if you see, they are they are the biggest spenders in terms of digital marketing, followed by consumer durables and e-commerce sites. So if you see Amazon or Flipkart, so they are the one Nika, they are the ones who are advertising heavily themselves in terms of digital marketing, because of the obvious reason, because they are e-commerce, they have obviously to sell products online. So one reason is that, but banking, financial services, and insurance is again one that has seen they have become the biggest spenders along with consumer durables. But if you see the trends in this current time, most of the brands, even West Side, or you see Pantaloons, or maybe Central, or you see any cosmetic brands like Lakme, L'Oreal, you see HUL as a brand, or ITC, so Dettol, Savlon, you see different brands. All of them have started communicating themselves online. In fact, the first brand to come up with its online ad was Dabur, with the message of cancer, right? So if you search that ad online, that was the first YouTube pure online advertisement 2 years back, right? So yeah, there are a lot of brands that are coming out with video ads separately for traditional medium and then separately for online medium. So that is about digital marketing and its growth in India. Now, how digital marketing is different from traditional marketing. So if you see in traditional marketing, there is less clutter. So the ads are very the ad campaigns, right, are normal. I mean, the message is very, very clear. They are structured, right? There is no bombardment of huge amount of information on, if you're talking about print or television, there will be one ad at a time of a brand, right, in terms of one product category. But if you see the similar things in terms of digital marketing, there will be clutter. So if you are surfing Instagram, right, you will see 10 different types of mobile brand ads, right, on your Instagram page that are as a paid ads, right? So there is a lot of unstructured, there are unclear messages at times, there is a lot of clutter online, right, because there is so much of information available over there that the campaign becomes unclear and unstructured, right? So comments hai, likes hai, blogs hai, all this provides you information at times that becomes unstructured and unclear. So that is the type of marketing, right? Traditional versus digital. Now, in terms of communication, right? In terms of traditional marketing, it becomes one to many. So if we talk about television medium, so ad is being communicated whether nationally or regionally, but it is one to many, right? And in digital marketing, it becomes many to many, right? Many to many. So many brands are communicating to many active consumers who are listening over there, talking to them, interacting with them. It also becomes from many to one or one to one, right? So individual targeting is also possible in terms of digital marketing. In terms of traditional marketing, the scheduling becomes little long because you produce the ads, you polish the ads, you edit the ad, you sell it to the media, and then media shows it on the television or it comes in the print. So that the production till the launch period, it becomes longer, right? But that is shorter in digital marketing. You create an ad, on a poster ad or a video ad, right? And you immediately post it online. So the scheduling time, that period becomes shorter, right? Communication to the consumers, in terms of traditional marketing, it can be private, right? Because not all of the consumers would be giving their reaction in public. It is not possible in terms of traditional mediums. If you see an ad in the newspaper, you won't be able to give a feedback, unlike digital medium wherein you see the ad on social media or on website, you click it and that shows your interests, right? You like it or you comment positive or negative, that shows your positivity, your likability or dislike on the public platform. So digital marketing becomes public, while traditional format of marketing are little private. Availability of the communication in terms of traditional marketing are during working hours, right? So that means 9 to 6 between the prime times and all those period. Yeah, so those are the time when the availability of the communication is there, but so that is limited. There is a limitation in terms of traditional marketing, but in digital marketing, whenever the consumer is online, whichever website the consumer or the target audience is surfing, if you want to communicate your product, it becomes very handy and easy. Language, in terms of traditional marketing, it becomes, there are a lot of legalities. So you have to be formal, you have to adhere to the rules and regulation, but same is not the case with digital marketing. It is genuine, it is direct, it becomes personal. Yeah, there are legalities also over there. There are ethics issue, there are plagiarism issues in terms of digital marketing also, but it is genuine and it is direct. Last and not the least, the difference is response time. So as we have seen previously, as I talked, that longer working hours, instant and the instant responses, right? As in traditional and digital comparisons. So is the case with response time. As I said, that the feedback in terms of traditional marketing becomes little difficult then in comparison to the digital marketing, wherein you a brand puts an ad on the social media, you are active over there, it is there on your screen in the notification, and you immediately see it. Maybe you like it, maybe you dislike it, you can show the reaction over there. So it is as quick as possible immediately when you see the ad. But so is not the case with the digital, so is not the case with the traditional or uh, the older ways of marketing. Okay, so that's it for this video. In the next video, we would study few models of digital marketing briefly, though. Yes, of course. So I will be talking for 10-15 minutes about different models that are linked with the digital marketing. Thank you.